Hey y'all, welcome back to another cup of conversation
where we have conversations worth having.
I'm your girl Coco.
And I'm your girl Tee.
And this week, we get into it. We solo dolo again.
And as y'all can see, we having a tea party. Cheers. Yes.
Yeah. So
we got our cute little dresses on today.
Yeah, the real lady, like
giving very
such a lady.
Sophisticated. I like doing stuff like this.
No, for real. I had just told a girl that did my hair, like, I can't wait for tomorrow. Like, it seemed like every time I like recording days now because we get to play dress up. And that's what I like.
It feel like celebrity. Like, we got a little closet in here.
Yeah.
I like that.
Real
y'all, we coming a long way. I hope y'all appreciate the hard work.
We don't know how long we gonna be here though. But
especially with Coco and her, you like to move across the world. We don't.
Oh yeah,
you just gotta go with the flow.
That part too.
You ain't even tell the people about that. Do you want to let them know?
No, because they don't need to be in my business. No, I don't like them.
I think you said something about it last one of them episodes.
I'm just playing. I love y'all, but no, y'all will see it when y'all see it. We got vlogs coming. We got all, I don't be want to put my people in my business too early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's always a good timing thing.
But anyway, I wanted to have this conversation because I realized that a lot of people do not know what it really means to wait on God.
Okay.
And I think sometimes, especially as Black believer women, we put a lot of emphasis on waiting on God for certain things, and sometimes God be waiting on us.
Yeah.
And so I want to know, what's that thin line between faith and the works? Because we all know the scripture, faith without works is dead. We know that all the time. We say that all the time, but what does that really look like in real life? Okay. So before
that's good, because I'm actually trying to balance that right now. Like,
yeah,
when to hold them and when to fold them, when to be moving on my own and control a couple things that I can, or when to not. Like,
yeah, right, and when to leave it to God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most definitely. So, for my how we doing and how we feeling, how we dealing.
Yeah.
I have a really good question. It says, where is the thin line between surrendering to God and actually putting in the work He assigned you to handle? Right, in your life currently, right now, how you feeling right now? What are some things that you say, yes, I know God told me to do this part, physically do this part, and then He told me to wait on this part?
In my relationship, I can see that He's physically telling me to watch the way I communicate, handle what I can handle from my end of it. And the part that I have to wait on is to see if this is the right place, if this is the right person, if this is where I'm supposed to be in life, especially before making that next big step with engagement and marriage and all that. And of course, people like to put that on a timeline. But when y'all if you get with somebody and y'all are not putting God in the center of it at first, then it's just like y'all just together to fulfill some loneliness, trauma bonding, y'all just being together just because that's what y'all want to do.
Right.
But once you put God in the center of it, then y'all start kind of like have a whole new relationship. It's like a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Like, so agree. That's why I feel like now, we've been together all these years, but I feel like the last 2-3 years where we done added God in is the point where we actually starting to get through some of the problems, like learn how to deal with each other. Things that you should do before marriage, things that you should talk about before marriage.
Right.
Like, I think a lot of people like the idea. Yes, I think a lot of people like the idea of getting it done, but not actually the work that comes with it. So that's one of the things I feel like in my life. I'm actually taking a few steps myself, but also like when I have those ideas, like, man, it don't feel like this working, or the rest is out of my control.
Right.
I've done what I can.
Right.
And in the end, we'll see the results of whatever happens.
Right.
Yeah,
I really love that because I really can see the difference in y'all relationship from when I first met y'all, and I'm sure y'all had been together a good little minute before I met you. But Bubba used to be with us in the front, the front part of this podcast with the behind the scenes stuff. A lot of it, like literally, he was our production card.
Yeah, and you seen how we got to communicate. So you got to see firsthand how we communicate in disagreements and this and that. So
yeah, and so I was saying all of that to say I have seen a shift in, even with him not being here, I can see a difference in y'all relationship with that. So I think y'all doing very well and y'all on the right track to it. I think the marriage is one of those things that a lot of people, especially in our community, try to rush us into. But sometimes you do have to do that reflection work because you'll get yourself into some shit.
Exactly.
If you don't, For me, I would say The thing that I know God told me to do is to do what I say I want to do. I have an ADHD mind and thinking like, okay, I want to do this. And then I'll like plan out how to do all of these things and get exhausted with that and then move on to something else.
Yeah.
And so
that's the hardest part, man. The planning and the actually trying to put something together, and then
that's the easy part for me.
That's hard to me. Like the execution is the easy for me. Like I like to go ahead and okay, now we got it in line. Let's start walking that line down. Like,
yeah. And so that's what I feel like has been the part for me, like just really executing the things that I say I want full term, because my husband always get mad at me with, not mad, but he always say like, you want to do everything in the world. And I literally do. I wake up every morning with something new to do. And
I thought that was everybody, but I guess that's just like ADHD women.
Yeah, probably so, because he like, when he want to do something, he's doing that until he see the results. Me, I'm like, well, all right, it ain't working out like I want. Okay, now I want to do this. Girl. So like I've been in a season of doing what I say I'm going to do for real in real life.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that God told me not to worry about is what it's going to look like to people that's viewing it. Because I feel like, and it's so crazy how you really have to have faith, because God will reveal, he will give you confirmation on stuff that you think about in your mind that you don't even really voice to him, but because he knows you so well, like he'll still send the confirmation. And for me, I have done a lot of things in my life. I got the 2 degrees, this job, that job. I didn't had a business.
Yeah.
I didn't had a shop here and a shop. Like I didn't done all of the things. Now I got this podcast. And I spoke to one of my friends that knew me in an era of my life before a lot of people knew me. When I was in college and I was in Natchitoches, she was the supervisor over me when I worked as a housekeeper. I used to be a housekeeper in a hotel at the Hampton Inn in Natchitoches. And so she used to call me Lil Mama all the time. She'd be like, Lil Mama, she still call me that to this day. And so, and she from Cali or whatever. So I recently spoke to her because, we moving. And so she was like, I'm just so proud of you. Like everything you do, it just seemed like it always flourished. Everything, you always do whatever you want to do. Like, and it just seemed like it always worked for you. And I'm just listening to her and I'm like, is that what it looks like? But I say that to say, because my thought is always like, I don't want people to think I don't know what I'm doing because I'm doing so much. It's not that. It's just because I literally want to do
whole time that ain't even what they thinking.
Right. And so that was the confirmation God sent me. And I had never voiced that and said like, I'm worried about what people view. But just having that faith that whatever they view, you do what I told you to do. And then just knowing
that he gonna send you what you need to hear.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
That can get complicated when you are in a season of just figuring things out, and like we do, we are people who try things. We are people who, not everybody do that.
No, really.
And not everybody got that burden. Like a lot of people go to work, they ain't got to try nothing. Somebody has built a system for them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They go up in there and they just do a good job at what they doing.
Right. That's true.
But on the other hand, trying things that's not built up already, like we talked about this podcast last week, that it was not already built for us, that's a lot harder to do.
No, it is.
Like, it's a lot of mental space that comes with that. And you have to be faithful in a lot of these seasons, because sometimes it feels like imposter syndrome. Sometimes it feels like you're not getting nowhere. You're not,
What a fruit.
Yes.
No, for real.
Like, it feels heavy sometimes, heavier than it should. So, I feel it.
So, moving right along into the main topic. So, sometimes having faith, people look at it as laziness dressed up with a little scripture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
don't get me wrong, some people use it like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I could even admit to sometime when somebody didn't question me about certain things in my life, like, when you going, you said you was going, when you going, girl, I'm waiting on God whole time. No, you're just not doing anything.
Right. You ain't took the steps to even start.
Exactly. So, have you ever used, and I just admitted to it, and I'll give my story about when I've used it, but have you ever used, I'm praying about it, as a delay tactic?
Oh, yeah. For sure. When it comes to like conviction about my vices, sometimes I feel like it's conviction, and then other times I feel like it's me just thinking. Remember how we talked about with Zion? Me just thinking this is the right thing to do now that I'm following Christ. Like, this is what needs to be done, because this is a part of the journey. But it's just not. It's not something that he's like saying. Yeah, like you said, I don't want you going to talk to them. I need you in your best sober mind. Like, I don't want you going to talk to people with all this fog on you. I haven't got that kind of noise yet. I haven't got that kind of like confirmation yet. So me trying to stop and start these vices is like, I do that all the time. Like I put them down, pick them back up, put them down. And I tell myself all the time, like, you gonna let God work you through this. You know, once you get it, but whole time I'm taking steps. But I'm going right back. Yeah. Like, so I just seen a scripture not too long ago. I forgot what it was, but I was just watching a video and the dude was like, I forgot what book it was. He was like reading through like Romans or something like that, I think. And he screamed and closed his Bible because it was like a verse where he was like, you can, I forgive you for your sins. But if you keep on doing them, once you know better, then I'm going to fault you for that too. Like, I'm not going to let you keep sliding by just saying, no, really, he'll forgive me again, you know? Yeah. So that was like one of my first notices of conviction. Yeah. Like, you know better now. Yeah. It's not that you letting this trauma or something use you, you're using it.
So at this point though, I would ask myself, what is it about this? Because knowing something and actually understanding it and making it personal. I think we can know something and understand it, but making it personal and how it really fits you, like how I said about that moment where that was pertained to me. I had no recollection of God want me to stop this beyond what people say. And that wasn't enough for me personally. Yeah. Sometimes stuff be enough, but in that season, that wasn't enough for me.
In front of people, it do seem like enough. But when you have to lean on that integrity, when you at home by yourself and you stress the fuck out, like that's when it shows. And integrity is one of those things where, you know how people be like, they'll tell themselves like, I'm taking this one to the grave. Right. You know what I'm saying? Integrity is one of those things where you got the choice to take it to the grave. Right. Ain't nobody got to know but you and the Lord. But if you in ways, it'll show up. It shows up every chance. Like, if it's not in your heart to be this type of person, if you trying to put on this mask, like I'm a good person, but in your heart, you already thinking about the shit you gonna do when you get from in front of people. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I would just say make it personal though, because sometimes you needed to say, okay, whatever your advice is, whatever I stop doing, what does that make, by me stopping, what is that then turning me into? Right. What do I get? What is the benefit of doing that? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you don't know that right away either. And so you do have to pray about it. So I said that to say some things are like, I'm praying my way through because you really don't have the strength on your own to like say, I'm never doing it again.
Oh, no, for me, it's that verse. It's once you know better, you have to do better because I went through consecration and I was like, oh, this has been an amazing week. Like doing
You've seen the fruit of it, yes.
Every hour on the hour, not having a sober mind. Because I actively made myself like, okay, during this period, I'm going to have a sober mind through the whole time. Like, he showed me what the fruits could look like.
Right. So you know.
Yeah, so I know. So
it's a part of just fighting your flesh.
Yes, that's what it is.
So now do you have a habit to replace that? Because that's what I found helpful for me. When I thought about it and when I wanted to, I would be like, let me do something else. What can I do? Okay, I pray. By the time I end up praying.
Like, I kind of did it with the gym, but like I do have like landslides where I just slide right back. And then I run back up the hill and I slide right back. Right. I'm recovering right now from eating a pork chop 2 days ago. I said it, and I kind of gave myself like a rule now. Like if I go out and eat fried food after I've been eating this clean diet, if I do like fried chicken or anything fried, I got to go on a 1 day fast. If I do fried pork, we need to go on a 3 day fast. Ooh. Like, so those are kind of like the consequences I'm giving myself, but like being realistic about, you ain't gonna lose this weight. Like, you can go to the gym as much as you want to, but knowing, you know that you have to eat. Yeah. You can't skip over that. Like,
most definitely. I feel like for me, what is the question again? Okay. Have you ever used I'm praying about it? Yes. Okay. So not recently, like within months, but like probably like at the beginning of the year. So I talked about how I was not going to a physical church and I was kind of, learning and developing myself spiritually on my own, like with me and my husband, and like just, I would say this, not your traditional way of doing it, going to church every Sunday, right? So at the end of that, I got a push, like, okay, you got it now.
Right.
It's time to go reintegrate. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna pray about it. I'm gonna pray about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Knowing the whole time, like, and for me, it's not about, oh, you have to go to church every Sunday for me. For me, it helps me with my daughter, because my daughter may not understand. I'm learning myself. So for me to be able to teach her, I need somebody that's going to teach her in a way that is on her level, children's church. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Her interact with other believer children. Right. You know, like, it was more so a...
like, you still need that community piece.
That community piece, right? So it was a more so work. And I think, too, a part of me, the praying about it was getting into a situation to where I feel like I had to leave again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't want that to be so... The
fear of having to do the hop.
Yeah. And I didn't want to do that again. And so what I asked God for, I asked God to reveal to me, what is it about me that I need from this type of community to be able to sustain that, being in that type of community. You get what I'm saying? So I'm really heavy on... I used to be a Christian that went to church, and I believe whatever the pastor told me, and I just use it as law, and I didn't go read my own Bible. I didn't go read my own word. I didn't interpret the word, myself or anything like that. And so what I found out, and when doing that gave me a whole new outlook on even going to church. Like, and how I was using church as a crutch. You really can't do that, because just like you go to work and they'll tell you some shit that help them, and that's not you. They do that at the church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is revealing to me that you ain't who you say you is either, because you're not doing no work on your own. Right. So that was one of them things. I'm praying about it, but I eventually did go back and, reintegrate myself and my family back into a community of believers. So,
but all the discernment that has to be done, I'm not gonna say it gets exhausting, because God gonna give you the strength to get, but it does. Like, you have to discern every point of your life. Like, because even every day. Even every day. Like, even if you find a church of your dreams, and then I like the first 5 sermons, you might get to the 6th Sunday and he say something like, dang, he been thinking like this, or she been thinking like what's going on? Like, but like you said, getting your own interpretation. That's why when people say stuff like, the church is this and the church is that, I go and get what I need.
Yeah.
Get what you need, leave what you don't. Right, you know what I mean? Exactly. Like, it's one of those things, if it don't apply, let it fly. Mm-hmm. And if you feel like they lying, go fact check. Mm-hmm. We have ways.
And I think, too, for me, sometimes it's not even about the lying part, because I don't recall any pastor ever lying per se, but I feel like I'm big on character. Yeah. And my thing is, if I can see flaws in your character that show me you're not who you kind of say you are, like, you're
more flesh than you are.
Not even that. I would rather you be more flesh than you are spiritual. I'm not talking about it in the sense of, I need you to, if you preaching to me, you need to be so holy. No, I'm not saying that. But to examine your character and say, like, say for instance, if you came in, I don't like when people judge people that we know that ain't there. We already know that. It's very clear that this is their first day in this church. They're not going to be who you say they are. But if your spirit shows me that you're willing to jump in front of a help versus a judge, that lets me know your character for real. Because especially if you the person that's supposed to be shepherding us. You get what I'm saying? Like,
in front of the pool pit, in front of
how can I come with my whole self if I have to worry about covering myself because I'm worried about what you might say and how you might treat me because of who I am?
People don't realize how, like, you ain't got to be directly talking about how they can indirectly, like, show who they are. Like, you ain't got to be talking directly to me and saying, oh, this, she need to, well, with something different. Like, if you're talking to me about other people like that, I'm looking at you like, I've probably been on the other end of that too.
Conversation.
Now I know not to say X, Y, and Z around you because...
And now I got a guard. Yeah. Now you done built the guard.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't have a situation to where a pastor has talked about a person that came in a church in a negative way, called him a devil and all of these things. And I can say that it might be very true that this person is that, but if we're the people that says God is bigger than the devil, then why are we talking about a devil? Why we even
giving them?
Yeah, why are we giving that light? Why are we giving that play? Like, if you're the person that
you already know he walked in just like this, or she, whatever. You know this. Like, this is not.
And so that made me feel like, oh, you only. And then I had another conversation, and I was like, oh, you like what the world perceives as Christians versus really being one for real. You know what I'm saying? Or you like people that are good for the eye, but as long as it look good, it don't have to be what it really is. And I don't like that. I don't get with that kind of stuff.
It's almost like you going exactly with the way of the world.
Exactly. Really. You telling us don't follow the world, but then your perspective and your ideology is of the world. Like, it don't make sense to me. So when I start seeing that, now when I'm sitting in church, instead of listening to the word, I'm always
thinking about your,
So now I can't focus. Now I gotta go. You know, so that was my thing for me. I had in my lifetime with that. However, sometimes we over spiritualize like the burnout too of like the work part. Sometimes, especially as Black women, we'll exhaust we'll exhaust ourselves, right? And when does that become like you're serving versus you're creating and you just burning yourself out? Like, when does it know, like, you done turned this work into and doing the work part? Like, we know we said faith is not being lazy, but the other part of doing the work is like, when do you know it's not just grinding, and you're not even listening to God at this point?
Yeah. I think when you start not taking credit, that's probably not the best way to use it. And you can kind of like give me some better language with this one. But almost when you start feeling like I done did this for them. Instead of like...
You got a word there, Sister Tia.
Instead of like, God put me in a way...
To be able to
help and provide you. Like, I tell you this I speak about my mama being this person all the time. Like, you can easily be blocking what God is trying to teach somebody by just thinking you helping. Get out the way. You ain't the savior.
Yes. And what they say, everything that's a good thing ain't a God thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's
like,
true.
Get out the way. I tell her this all the time. Like, you don't have to be the one.
Yeah.
If they call you with a problem, say, I'm going to pray for you, girl. Like, something, I don't know. Like, you don't have to be the one. And that, like, that kind of, I don't know. My sister calls it like, what she think? She got like a God complex or something. And I don't think she like be really meaning it like that, but she's just trying to describe like what my mama don't even see, like what's unknown to the eye. Like, and she's feeling like she's doing a good thing. But
nobody ain't asked you to do that.
Nobody asked you to do that. And then look what costs. Look what it's costing you.
You give a homeless man, you want to be so good, you think you doing a godly thing, giving a homeless man $20 the whole time. Don't give him not another $1 to go over there to that crack house.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you come by weekly for Bob.
Yeah.
You come by weekly. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, you buy here every week.
No, for real.
And he waiting on you.
Yeah.
You know, you done gave him you almost built him a crack house.
Yeah.
Like, you done, at this point, you done almost gave him enough to...
No, for real.
To die. You know?
Yeah, you have to really, really know
like, you cannot always be that person. And that grinds my gears because, yeah, you can only help people so much, but I think I can see it because, like, bro, if somebody called me one time, I know. All right, the first time, I'm like, yeah, I got you. The second time, I'm gonna have a little aggravation in my voice. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay, now what you did?
All right.
So
damn,
last week, what you had said,
another 20?
You paid the light bill. Okay, so I want you to take the money that I gave you
like I'm gonna have a little attitude, but by the third time, you can't get nothing from me but a prayer.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a consistent, like, because obviously
it shows your pattern.
You're not trying to fix a problem, you're trying to use a crutch, like, and I can't be there for you all the time. Like, that's when I feel like it becomes an issue because you're not letting life play out for them how it should. If life goes off of the decisions you make every day, you're not letting that happen for them as it should, the normal will of life. Like, and that's, girl, get out the way.
So how do you know when you're working from purpose versus working from fear?
I think it's a real thin line, but working from purpose is not going to exhaust you. It's not going to burn you out. It's not going to make you feel like you doing something that you don't want to do. Because I've kind of been taking that into my mindset. Like, if I agree to do something, and no matter how big or small it is, I'm not going to be mad that I agreed to do it. I'm going to feel like this was a part of, this was a part of what I had to do for today.
Yeah.
You know, this is, it could be a part of my purpose, or whether it's big or small. Like for the 4th of July, I stood in the line for 3 hours at Triple J's. I didn't have to do that for my family, but I told them I would, and I went and did it. Now, the whole time, I could have been on the phone calling, but I'm still up here. Another hour, another this. But I said I was going to do this.
It didn't take nothing from you.
You know, it didn't hurt me. It didn't, you know, so that's one of them things where I'm like, if it's not hurting me, if it's not costing me anything, if I agree to it, because you got the option of yes or no is a yes or no. You can take it or leave it. You know, it ain't going to hurt nobody.
Right. For me, I think, so normally I would always used to be a person that I didn't have a daily to-do list. Like I would wake up and let the day tell me what to do. So I have recently changed that. But along with changing that is when I'm doing something and I'm in a season of working on something or, you know, working towards something, I always ask God, show me what you want me to do. Reveal to me what is it I need to be doing. And the things that I don't need to be doing, remove them from my path. Yeah. Give me the discernment. I say this whole little prayer, you know, give me the discernment to know whether this is what I need to do versus what I don't need to do. And normally when I say that, I used to also, if I say my prayers in the morning, I get up, hit the ground running. Now I literally make it a point to like just sit in silence for at least a total of 10 minutes. Silence. Okay. Even if I have a thought after the 5-minute mark, I'm not going to say nothing. I literally sit in silence for 10 minutes. And then by the time that 10 minutes is up, so many thoughts have wrangled through my mind. And this is what I like to tell people this too, because people don't know. I need some tissue. I feel like my nose running. Is my nose running? Mm-mm. Okay. People don't realize talking to God is not like, hey, God, I need a Mercedes-Benz. Okay, my daughter.
Yeah.
Have
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Call and response type thing.
No, it's not like that. It's literally the thoughts that God starts to formulate in your mind after you ask him for certain things in that moment of silence. I'm ready, babe. Thank you so much. That's God communicating to you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes some of those thoughts are going to go against like what you have normally wanted to do.
Yeah, your first mind.
And so then it's kind of like, okay, instead of doing that, then I need to do this. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So me personally, I know when I'm working out of my purpose because I have clearly got the direction from the Lord. Mm-hmm. And I also know whenever something does not work in my favor, that tells me right there, I'll be like, okay, God, I'm about to do this a different way.
Right. He
about to do this a different way. So I'm not fearful anymore because either he's about to protect me or something, or it's just another route that I hadn't even thought of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that goes also back to when we were talking about having a plan A, plan B, and all that. I don't have to have a plan B because I know that God gonna have one.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, what God plan B was the plan A.
Plan all along.
Yeah. Right.
You just had to go through your motions to
figure it out that sit down.
Yeah.
Didn't need you to do that.
Relinquish control, baby.
So it's really easy for me. So I feel like now to walk in my purpose, but it was a time where I walked in fear. And we'll get to that next.
I love that.
Real quick. Excuse me. So we talked about the faith not being lazy. We talked about the burnout, and fear versus purpose when you're working, right? The danger of over spiritualizing things as well. What about that? What practical tools should Christian women stop feeling guilty for using? Practical tools like counseling, therapy, working out.
What should they not feel bad about using?
Yes.
All of those.
Right.
Whether it's gym, yoga, stretch. I've seen like this long list of things Christians shouldn't do on Facebook like a couple weeks ago.
I would love to see that list.
You shouldn't do yoga. You shouldn't. I was like, so you shouldn't stretch your back. Wow.
Call it what you want.
Wow. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could call it something else. We stretch it. Like,
right.
It was just a whole list of things. I think I think Jerry Flowers says this like the best. He always does the therapy Thursdays, and he say on Sundays like, because I'm a minister that believes like
in therapy.
Yeah, you have to do the work. Like that's part of your work.
He just said, I just watched a sermon and he said that the therapy works on the past, and you gotta acknowledge that.
Yes, and you can't just jump into your current and hope God fix all the traumas from the past, and he can, of course,
right,
but he's going to lead you to somebody. He's going to put somebody in your path, like a therapist, like a gym instructor, like a mentor or a friend or whatever the case may be, to help you along with those things. That's why he preaches on community, or he puts that in, like, yeah, we need to be one, like as a church. Like we need to be all together. We need to help each other out, help your brother, help your sister. And that's a part of it.
Right.
I think that's one of the main reasons I like listening to young pastors like Jerry, or you know how older pastors preach from a place of, all put it in God's hands. And then everything will work out in your favor. Yeah. Like all the good things about it. Instead of like saying, yeah, you got to go through that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got to go through that to get through that.
And another one is, I know y'all were taught, you got to be a housemaker. You got to cook, clean. Baby, get the maid. Get the little shelf, get the meal preps.
Yes.
Get the Uber driver to drop the kids off. Whatever you gotta do it, because I do not believe it is not lazy to do that. If God blessed you with a job and a way to provide, he ain't just providing for you to have to slave after you get all this money. He providing a way for you to give you what is it called? The convenience. He giving you convenience. That's why all of these apps are thriving. DoorDash, Uber, all of these things, they thrive, and you can thrive too. Yeah.
I need time for
Baby, I love me a task rabbit.
Oh, girl.
Carrie's like,
I love me a cleaner. I love getting a little good house clean. Like, that's like chef's kiss to me. And I don't care, like, as long as I can afford it, I'll go to wash and fold and let them wash 4 baskets of clothes.
Exactly.
And fold them up.
Do you hear me?
Like, and if Maria could come back to the house and put them up too, I would love that. So, like, I need to see about some services like that. Like, whatever it is, like, if it's part of what's going to make you better or able to give you more time, like, you probably been praying, God, I just need more time. So, and that'll make me, that'll make me pray more. That'll make me read my Bible more. If I just had a little more time in my day. I've been saying that. What he said? Them people finna fire you from your job.
Right. And now you got a bunch of time. You got a lot of time.
You got time, Bookie.
Yeah. And he don't tell you how the time gonna come. Just know it's coming.
Yeah. I got you some time, boo.
No, for real.
Now what's up?
So the last tip, the last tip is, what is one area where women need to stop only praying and start planning for? What is one area?
Relationships. We've been telling y'all, find yourself first, like, I don't want you to plan to have a man. I want you to plan to be a good woman, period. Yeah. Regardless.
To get yourself.
Regardless of where you going, in the driver's seat, if you in the passenger seat, if you in the back seat.
Yeah.
I need you just to be a good, whatever position you in. I want you to be good at it. So get yourself together.
Yeah.
Personally. Know what you like, know what you want, know what you will and won't put up with. Ahead of the game.
I think I could say the same thing. Just start planning for a life that you would love to live. Like, instead of planning on somebody to come and so you can live the life you want to live. No, just plan for the life you want to live. Like, right. Regardless of who come along the way. I think that's the best way to even get anybody anyway. Don't nobody want nobody sitting waiting on them. They want to have to
Yes.
Yeah, make a nigga grab you. Make a nigga have to not grab you for real. Keep your hands to yourself, sir. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta catch me,
Right. I'm not sitting around waiting on you.
Yeah.
I am a damsel in distress, but
yeah.
I got
to find me that way. Yeah.
I got it for right now.
No. So that's all I got, T. That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to talk about how to, really work, and then how to have faith in time.
Yeah. Because they have to be coexisting. One can't happen without the other. And if I feel like they are so used to the Black community putting so much, we got them right there because all they're going to do is read that Bible.
Right.
No, we reading them fine prints now too. That's part of the work, and we reading all that shit.
Right.
Like, you ain't got the ones that can't read no more. This is the new breed. We're here. And we still following the Lord, but we ain't going for that.
Just tell us even anything. Right.
We ain't going for that.
Bye.
Deuces.